You know, we survived Thanksgiving, and today is Black Friday, and there's some bad news, really bad news, indeed. There's no other way to get around to this besides to say that everybody is going to have to now step up and do what they know they should be doing. And time is running out. It was reported on Thanksgiving that a new variant of COVID-19 was discovered in South Africa. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, there's a lot of different variants of COVID-19. What makes this one so unique and different? There's a lot that's unknown about this variant in particular, besides that it's originated in South Africa. And some individuals believe that it probably originated in an individual that was immunocompromised to begin with. There's been other further speculation that the individual that was immunocompromised might have been untreated or might not have known that they were AIDS and HIV positive. The virus was able to host itself in this immunocompromised individual a lot longer than, well, generally speaking, the virus has been able to host itself in an individual. It spreads at a more accelerated rate, much faster than even the original COVID and the Delta variant. Something that we haven't seen on a spread rate. It's impacting a lot of South Africa right now. And there's a blackout as far as what's happening in South Africa for good reasons. You don't want to alarm the public. I think the medical experts should go into South Africa, everywhere, from all countries, and as best as possible, try to determine what the correct course of action should be going forward. Personally, even with Delta and COVID and all the variants that we did have, we as a nation didn't take the correct course of action in doing what we needed to do. Like I mentioned, there's not a lot known about this mutation. What is known is that there's a lot of different mutations inside this variant, more than any of the other variants, by a large and substantial amount. We also know that this variant is, well, it has worse symptoms than the other variants. Far worse symptoms that, for reasons that, not to be an alarmist to the public, should not be shown at the moment to the general public. We need to do more sequencing of the testing, which I would imagine is currently underway in a lot of medical institutions. What I recommend this winter an immediate proof of vaccination for anybody on any public mass transportation. There needs to be proof of vaccination shown at this point. If you're flying, if you're taking the bus, if you're taking the train, any type of public transportation, there needs to be visible, shown proof of vaccination. This is common sense now with what's happening out of South Africa. Like I said, there should be a general blackout now into more knowledge is known. But what is being discovered is you have to, show proof if you're going to be on mass transit or in the general public. There are now cases of this new variant in neighboring Botswana, in Hong Kong, in Israel, and Belgium. It's spreading pretty quickly and rapidly. And there's only a matter of time before it will show up in the United States. We don't know if it's in the United States currently. But if it is in the United States, we'll know very soon. If this variant gets into the United States, there must be a general lockdown and isolation of the area in which this particular variant is discovered in immediately. Immediately. Wherever it's discovered, there must be a general lockdown. Meaning no one can go into that location and no one can leave that location until there's proper investigation. Now, thus far it hasn't been discovered in this country. The president today announced that there will be no flights allowed to come into or leave South Africa. But that has to go for Hong Kong, Israel, Botswana, and Belgium as well. They've discovered the variant in those countries that I just mentioned, the same exact variant in South Africa. The European Union is currently limiting flights to all of those countries I just mentioned. Everybody should do the same thing. This one country doing this, another country doing that, it's not going to solve this issue of this variant. We all know this. This is the most concerning variant of COVID. If this variant is in the United States, it would, in my opinion, based off of the evidence of what I've seen, how people have reacted to the Delta and the original COVID, if this particular variant is in the United States, I would immediately lock down the whole entire nation. Immediately. Get vaccinated, and quickly. Everyone who has access to the vaccine, you need to get vaccinated. don't want to mess with this variant. And we don't even know if having antibodies in the vaccine will prevent you from even mild symptoms of this variant, which are severe. Mild symptoms of this variant, if certain sources in reporting are correct, are not mild symptoms you ever want to experience. Please go and get vaccinated. We at least know that there's a protection against the Delta variant and the original variant and many other variants. This variant is unique. It might not protect you at all against this new variant in South Africa. It might not. There's a high chance it won't. But I'd rather have something in my system that can maybe fight something than to have nothing and to think that you're going to beat this variant out of South Africa. If you're unvaccinated, I'll put it to you bluntly. If you're unvaccinated and you get this new South African variant, you will die. Let me repeat myself. If you are unvaccinated and you get this new variant in South Africa that researchers and scientists just discovered, you will die. Know this as fact. Get vaccinated and get vaccinated quickly. If you catch this new variant and you are unvaccinated, you will die. I don't even have to think twice about that. And you don't want to know or experience how you die. Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated.